So that was stupid. So now I'm back to current releases. Just got out of Winchester. You were having none of this fucking movie.
Well, I don't know if it was because we're near the Winchester house, or because I have a personal connection to the Winchester house, or because it was
Did you
shit.
die for 3 minutes?
You're right. I am cursed.
You're cursed. Because apparently that means you can talk to the dead now. According to this movie.
I wish I had that power.
Where you can just feel Helen Mirren's embarrassment.
Oh my god, I felt like, every time she spoke, she's like, why the fuck did I get paid? Oh, right, money.
Because, like, the first shot she's in the movie is when she's, like, gliding down a hallway wearing the black gown. And
They reused that scene, did you see?
Yeah, they reused the same cut, like, 2 or 3 times. And I was one thinking, like, oh, she must be grieving her career choices. It's just so dumb. This is so weird and so dumb. What did you think?
What do you think? I was sliding out of my chair, hands on my face. I was just...
And not like the good horror movie way.
I really felt like I wasted a lot of my time. Sorry.
It's okay. I
could have been sleeping.
I understand. Honestly, I get
Clipping my toenails. I don't give a shit what I would be doing. Other than this, I'd be happier.
Good, let your anger flow.
I'm still being polite. I still have a brand to keep up. My personality.
Okay, now what do you really think?
All right.
You keep in mind I yell on the show all the time.
Right,
I think it's perfectly fair.
I want to wipe that. I wanted to wipe my ass with this movie.
There you go. There you go. You're learning.
But I'm a girl. I wanted to wipe my lady ass with this.
Your significant lady ass.
With the dainty folds of the toilet paper.
I want to glide through hallways or in all black gowns that I never change out of. And we know this movie takes place over the course of a week. Like, did she just have 1,000 copies of the same outfit, or she just not change? Honestly, that goes for everyone in this film. No one has a change of clothes. Oh, God.
Oh, well, no, yeah. The main character, the main ghost, he has a really normal name.
What was his name?
Greg or something.
Greg?
Greg the
Oh,
ghost.
no! We need to watch out for Greg.
He's not old Greg. He's Greg.
Greg. Watch out for Greg with his... And even at the end, like, make me laugh. It's like, your magic ghost powers are no match for my gun! Bang!
Maybe slip on the invisibility head sack thing and then go invisible, then appear out of nowhere.
And, oh my god. I can honestly spend the entire time just talking about the things in this movie that make no goddamn sense.
I was like, why does this guy have a southern accent? Oh, that's why this guy has a southern accent.
I mean, I called that he was the ghost pretty early on.
It's cheekbones, right?
No, it's more like...
cheekbones gave it away.
It's more like when they first introduced, he opens the door, he just stand there like half his face covered in shows, like, oh, that's the bad guy.
That too.
And
he looked creepy, naturally.
Yeah, so like, hi. And we'll get to creepy smiles later when we talk about that trailer. It's gonna be great. That trailer brought me more joy than anything else.
I want to
in the
go
movie.
to that one. I really do.
Can't wait for Spin the Bottle, the movie. Anywho, so this movie is about as accurate an interpretation of real life events as The Greatest Showman.
I don't know about that. They put facts in this movie at the end.
Yeah, facts. We'll fucking get to that. Because of all the points of, like, there were 2 ones that kind of made me just head palm pretty hard. And that whole, like, reveal at the end was definitely one of them. I was like, movie, are you fucking high? Was kind of my thought with that end, like, stinger at the very end of the movie. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? That's the connection you're making with this? All right.
I really felt like they just gave like a college student who had a full load of work to do a last minute essay to write, and this was the essay.
Oh, this felt like it was written by a first-year philosophy student. This felt like it was written by somebody who thinks they're making something so fucking deep.
It's a hipster.
Because it's like, it's somebody talking about gun violence, and whether it's right or wrong, and the victims, and we're going to have Native Americans in there, we're going to have black slaves as ghosts. It's going to be really symbolic. It's going to be so fucking deep, you guys. It's like, fuck off. Between that and, like, the main character is a psychologist played by the guy who was in the second Planet of the Apes movie. And he has this whole speech. He's high as fuck, or drunk as fuck, whatever. He has all these whores and prostitutes at his house. And he has this whole big long thing about fear is only in the mind, man.
Give $1 to do that trick for them.
He's like
coins.
I got plenty of spare change. But his whole stupid thing where it's like folds $1, he like holds it up with like 2 fingers and shows like you're talking about the power of illusion or some bullshit like that.
Yeah. It's illusion.
It's illusion. It's symbolic, you guys.
You'll leave it in your car, and that'll be illusion or symbol.
You definitely lose it.
Would you miss it?
No.
It came from my pocket.
If you threw it back there, you never see it again. So like they have this whole thing where like takes $1 back then, and he just folds it very needly.
The coin part.
What was that?
You're supposed to put a coin in there.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, you need a jar. Like a coin jar.
And he balances delicately on his finger like this. Like, look at my magic skills. Ooh, there's no strings anywhere. Are you not amazed by my magic talents?
From this side, it's amazing.
Oh my god. And they're like, oh, look at my magic, bitches. I'm also a psychologist, very respected in my field. But yes. Spouting bullshit that would make any like liberal, even liberal art student be like, dude, fuck off.
Only the ones who are high would love it.
They probably the ones that wrote the fucking script.
That's true.
And I love how, like, the end, it's, like, directed by the Spiegel brothers. It's like...
Who are they?
I have no clue, but anyone that puts the word brother after the director's name really thinks they're hot shit. Because, like, dude, we're, like... the Wachowskis or the Coen brothers. We're a dynamic team. We're gonna make all these amazing things. Like, no, you're not. You're gonna be making stuff on Skinamax in a couple years.
Yeah, well, hopefully this is as bottom as you can go, but I think you can go lower.
Oh, I've seen worse than this. I like the...
No, for, like, these two...
Maybe, like,
directors.
It's not Bye-Bye Man bad. I'll say that. I wish it was, though, because there's a couple like, oh, maybe it will be. Maybe it will be that bad, and it will be amazing because of it. No. It's a lot of things like, will something please fucking happen? And then you get a jump scare that happens, and it just kind of made me laugh because of how, like, this is one of those horror movies that thinks that anything will fucking scare you. Did you get that impression?
Yeah.
Like, ooh, roller skate, boom, ah!
Let's flip this mirror back 5 times, and then scare them twice out of the 5 times. They're not gonna get it.
Ooh. And I can imagine some dumb teenage girls going, doing that whole stupid scare giggle they do.
Yeah.
You've not lived until you're in an audience with one of those fuckers.
No, I have. Of course I have.
It's a miserable experience for all, except them, who apparently have that time of their goddamn life. I feel like we had one of those at friend request, didn't we?
Yeah.
Ooh, no, there's a ghost in the car.
Oh no, it's cursed.
It's a cursed car.
I knew it.
Okay, so yeah, the whole story's in the trailer. It's based on the Winchester mansion in San Jose. But honestly, the real life story is way more interesting. So whenever it says, like, inspired by true events, like, it's about as accurate as, like, when it says The Exorcist is inspired by true events.
Yeah, it inspired a really long stretch for this movie, I think.
Oh, God, yeah. With a Helen Mirren... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
If you squint really hard and then not even say the word inspired and say something else, it'll make sense. Like, fake. Now you can see it.
If you just need to believe. As I'm told by this movie, if you hear voices of any kind, it's not in any way psychological disorder. No, it's ghosts.
I knew it.
That part kind of pissed me off. As a psychologist, I am very deeply offended by the implications of this horror film.
That's because you're connected to the Winchester
Oh,
house.
did I die for 3 I feel like I died while I was watching
You did.
this.
Or you died for a whole hour, though.
Oh my god.
Where's that smell coming from?
Sulfur, sorry, that happens sometimes.
Decay.
Just, maggot. So this can happen sometimes. It's like that movie, what was it called? Movie called The Others.
Which one is that?
It was like one where they think they're being haunted by ghosts, but oh no, they were ghosts the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember the movie was called. I just remember it very vaguely. But oddly enough, one connection I can make to that movie and this movie is about the kids in those movies had about the same amount of acting talent. And also, another moral of this movie: don't trust gingers. Were you thinking the same thing I was? Because the movie fucking opens like when the first actual ghost appears. It has like the one kid that's possessed is a fucking ginger kid. So automatically I'm thinking about that episode from South Park. Just the overall vibe's like, I guess since gingers have no soul, just free hopping for ghosts. Fucking hell.
So either that or dolls. I don't think she had dolls in the house.
I know, they already did that with Annabelle. They can't do that with this one. Although, at least Annabelle had, like, one of my favorite lines from that year. The prequel, not the original one. Where it's just like, what is that? Who cares? Run!
Is that the one where they're at the guy's house?
Yeah, like the old-timey movie.
Yeah.
That movie wasn't very good, but I do remember the one part that made me laugh was when, like, they're, like, close, like, they throw the doll in the well and, like, the thing bursts open.
Yeah.
And then when, like, the girl, like, what is that? And the girl's, who cares? Run! That part was great. But, like, no, this movie is just, every time Helen Mirren says a line, you can just fucking feel it, right?
Yeah, it looks like a little part of her dies every time she speaks of syllable.
Especially towards the end when it turns out, and who fucking cares? You're not gonna see this. You just want to see her reactions to it. When it turns out the entire existence for this house is just for spooky Ghostbusters. Like, what's the purpose of this house? Because Planet of the Apes guy is sent over there, like, give a psychological evaluation of the woman, but turns out she brought him there because he has a connection to the house because he was killed for 3 minutes by Winchester, brought to life by reasons. Because it's never cleared how it's brought back. It's never explained. But I digress. And it turns out the whole reason it was like, we make the rooms that the ghosts died in, so that way they can find peace and move on. But like, what about those who don't do it? Then we lock them in with 13 nails, and that keeps them contained in the room. And sorry, go ahead.
13, well, yeah, no, continue. It's just a side, like, fact.
Like, my first thought when I heard that was, what was the trial and error process for figuring that out? Like, it's an angry ghost, nail it down. Boom, 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 boom. All right, 2 nails to do. Boom, fuck, more nails. Boom, boom, fuck, 5 nails. Instead of how many nails we got? 13. Is that holding? Oh, 13, I get it now.
You're gonna put on my hipster glasses for a minute. Well, actually...
Proceed.
Well, actually, the medium that she talks to in the real life situation told her to do 13 nails.
Oh, is that what it was?
13's a big number throughout the whole house.
They don't explain that in the film.
Yeah, no,
so
they
you
don't.
just I'm just gonna make up my own story.
I'm just glad that they talked about the ballroom because my family helped with that.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I did not know this.
Yes, I did.
You were personally there.
Yes, my blood.
Italian sweat, blood and sweat went to the Winchester house.
More French.
So this is the French side of your family?
Yeah.
I did not know you had a French side of your
I
family.
have a lot of sides. I'm like a mini side die.
A mini side die. Are you a 20-sided die, or are you a roll 6 or a D4? Or...
Let's make me a D20.
There you go, D20. I dig it.
Oh yeah.
So what was that?
Don't say it.
I don't know what you think I was gonna.
Okay.
Now I want to know what you want me to think I was gonna say.
I thought you were gonna say roll for initiative.
No, I wasn't. But now, I'm just gonna wait for that moment. So now it turns out there's an extra angry special ghost in the house now that really wants to kill
Greg.
Helen Mirren. Greg, the evil ghost, the evil maniacal ghost of the film, Greg.
Never trusted Greg.
It's like similar reasons why I don't ever trust a Carrie.
Because of the telekinesis?
Yes,
Because of the period blood?
sure.
Because of the crazy mom telling her that she's a whore?
That was in this movie, wasn't it? I forgot about that. But there's literally a point in this film, and I just kind of started laughing because at the point where like Helen Mirren just starts spouting exposition after they reveal the whole Ghostbusters twist, and she's having this big huge scenes with like her nephew, I think it's her nephew or no, her niece and her son, and it was like.
I just thought something.
No, probably like, you need to stay in here. The ghost is so powerful. Oh, God. And I was like, I don't think that was scripted. I think that was her going, I just fucking said that. I keep saying these fucking stupid lines. Like, the ghost gets so powerful they lock them into the room. But it's okay, because I have a hidden door in the closet that's protected by 13 hooks. So dumb. You were gonna say something.
I was gonna say, why didn't they just have Mrs. Winchester? Like, I know every time he left, she'd stop talking about the whole thing going on, and then when he come back, she'd be like, "Oh, here's some more information. Here's some more." I was like, why didn't she just scream into those pipe systems she made so he can hear it every room he goes to?
Oh no, that had a very specific purpose. We needed that for the wet willy scare. That is never used now that I think about it.
Just for the finger.
It's only used for the finger. So it turns out she has this communication device where it just pipes. It's basically the equivalent of like hands and string. But there's a part where he hears like spooky noises in the middle of the night from the garden room or whatever it is, and he leans in really close to try to hear from it, and just a little tiny finger pokes out, and like tries to give a wet willy. It's like that's when I was so hopeful this might be like a so bad it's hilarious kind of movie because that reminded me of Bye Bye Man. I was like, oh. Please be another Bye Bye Man. Please be that bad. I need a funny night. It was not. It was not a funny night. It was a lot of just... That was dumb. That was also dumb. Helen Mirren looks embarrassed to be here. Everyone else looks like they're cashing in a check. Helen Mirren's has that look of, I could be doing a play in New York right now. Yeah. I could be doing anything else in my fucking time. Instead, I'm finding Ghost Greg. With the magic bullet.
I'm walking past the same window every fucking 5 minutes.
Because this movie's so poor, like so low budgeted that they can't even film the same shot twice.
I bet you had a lot to do with them not letting them on the property as often or getting up there high for those shots.
It could very well be. I don't know.
You can only use this window and you have 5 minutes. Go.
There was one part.
Run, Miriam, run. We'll slow it down later.
Oh shit. You're closing in 5 minutes. Fuck! I'm not convinced they just had like a little...
the flashlight tours. No, we'll use them. We'll use the lights.
I'm not convinced they just didn't have like a little wheelie board, just pulled her with a string. Coming along, Miriam.
Well, it could have, followed the rollerblade that came down the street.
Oh yeah, I mean she's on rollerblades. That'd be great. Oh,
that explains why she walked so smoothly.
Yeah.
She was on a hoverboard the entire time.
Oh my god, that'd be a twist I wouldn't see coming. Oh, speaking of twists, speaking of fucking twists, we need to talk about the climax of this movie. Okay. So the whole thing is Ghost Greg is really angry at rifle people. So, oh, by the way, there was another part before this I forgot to mention, is when the kid gets possessed again and he grabs one of the rifles. I was like, oh, well, there's no way they're armed, right? There's no way you'd put, I don't know, bullets in the display. I feel like that'd be the first thing, like, yeah, we can take those out. But nope, the little kid comes around the corner with a big-ass fucking gun, just outright starts trying to shoot Helen Mirren. It's like, fuck, bitch, what?
Why did you get in this movie? Why could you say no? Probably would have gone into the crap pile again.
It's like, I would have rather seen Red 3 than here in this movie. By the way, if you haven't seen the first Red's really good.
I have no idea what that
Red is like a movie that had like Bruce Willis, John Malkovich, and Helen Mirren.
Oh, I'll have to check that out.
The first one was really funny.
Maybe I won't check it out. Maybe I will. I don't know.
John Malkovich really good in the first one.
John Malkovich.
You don't like John Malkovich?
He makes me uncomfortable.
Why is that?
I don't know. Something weird about him.
To be fair, the Red revels in that fact. Anywho, so that shit happens. In the end, Ghost Grey gets really angry, and it's like they lock him in the room with the guns and shit like that. And it turns out the way to actually beat him is because Planet of the Apes man has a magic bullet that was taken from literally a fucking magic bullet, because it's a bullet that killed him, that he had removed and had the words "Together Forever" printed on there for reasons. Which must have been a weird thing to commission, by the way. It's like, you want me to what? Can you just write "Together Forever"? Why? It's symbolic. Whatever. Anyway, there's a part that legitimately rips off one of the scenes in the first X-Men movie. Do you know which part I'm talking about? The part with all the floating guns?
Oh, yeah.
Were you thinking X-Men 2, or is it just me?
No, it was just you, but now that you mention it, yeah, now I can see that.
That's why I was just thinking Magneto, and it was really distracting.
I was like, what? Oh, yeah, because he can lift guns? Oh, yeah, the police scene.
Yeah, the police scene. Who wears and the ghost proceeds to put a burlap sack over his face, which, I don't know if you ever tried to put a burlap sack over your face.
He's got really good eyes.
Yeah, they don't exactly offer great visibility.
Well, they make bad quality probably back then.
Still, though, I'm
trying to help them.
Don't. They don't deserve it. They dragged Helen Mirren into this. They don't deserve any help from anybody.
They somehow found the funds to do it.
I'm pretty sure that's where most of the budget went.
People are calling in scams.
More like, it's like when Movie 43 came out and had a whole bunch of A-list celebrities. Like, somebody just had something on them. Do you remember Movie 43?
No.
There's a good reason why. It was like, that movie came out the same year that Scary Movie 5 did, and that was the worst one. It had Hugh Jackman, Emma Stone, Halle Berry, and all these insanely A-list actors in one of the worst films I've ever seen.
Okay.
To put it in the context, see, the first sketch in the movie was Hugh Jackman has balls on his chin. And that's the extent of the joke. And they dragged that out for like 20 minutes. I'm not kidding.
Like his actual balls are there? Or
no, it's like he has a set of working testicles on his chin.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And so the joke is like, oh, it's cold in here, they're shrinking. Oh, he's got something in his balls now he's got to pick them out. I'm not making any of this up.
Sounds like a movie my dad will love.
Oh, that's pushing it. That is really pushing it.
I don't know. I think my dad will be like, I love the ball jokes.
Trust me, you sit there for like 20 minutes sitting through this, you're just begging for the next horrible joke to start.
No, he can watch it by himself. I'm not fucking helping him.
That was in year 1 of doing this show. That was a hard initiation, because that was in January too. Anywho, so Ghost Craig. So after he shoots him with a magic bullet, which is something I have to say, before then, the ghost is so powerful, it causes a massive earthquake in the house.
Was that supposed to be the same one at the end?
Yeah. Like that was the stinger at the end. That's why I face-palmed. Because they said like it's a massive earthquake happens because of Super Ghost Greg, and
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not kidding. And at the end of the movie, it says the San Francisco quake of 1906, one of the deadliest of all history, and caused all kinds of damage. And the movie.
Do you think it's too late to get our money back?
Yes, I'm afraid it is. And like that was the one that that was the point that killed me. It's like, are you seriously suggesting that the massive earthquake of San Francisco of 1906 was caused by fucking Super Ghost Greg? Are you high? Are... If watching Helen Mirren go, oh God, literally as she's acting in this movie, it wasn't enough for me. That was part like, oh, fucking done. Granted, way too late for it at that point, but that was where it's like, you really just make that fucking connection. Oh my God. And they still toyed that, still inspired by true events bullshit.
Okay. When they did the whole super fucking earthquake in the movie, they just jumped to the end saying, oh yeah, that earthquake caused this earthquake. Why didn't they just show like a building in San Francisco going, oh no, it's shaking, and then make the little connection there?
Oh, because that'd be too close to actual real life. Shit that actually happened. No, super ghost Greg. People in San Francisco are like, Greg!
Next time there's an earthquake now, I'm gonna blame Greg.
That's gonna be really weird. Like in the middle of the night, like an earthquake happens, you just yell, Greg!
Yeah, it takes the heat off my dad, because I usually say, Dad, stop running down the hallway. Because that's like legitimately last big earthquake I was watching when I was watching I was watching the Titanic, and I swear to God, right when the Titanic was hitting the fucking iceberg, we had an earthquake, and I just popped my head up from my bed. I was like, "What the heck's going on?" And I looked down the hallway and I screamed at my dad, "Stop yelling down the hallway!" He's like, "It was an earthquake! It was an earthquake! Oh my God!" And he's going room to room, yelling at everyone, informing them something really stupid. So now I can take it off of him and tell him it's Greg.
Greg! My God, this movie was dumb. There was actually an earthquake in 1906, though, right?
Yep.
I just want to make sure I'm not sounding like a complete ass.
No, yeah, there
Okay.
was. There was. It was horribly catastrophic.
Greg, you fucking asshole. Stupid fucking Helen Mirren can't keep her goddamn ghost in check. She's a terrible Ghostbuster. You know how she solves the problem at the end? She goes, everyone, return to your rooms. And that gets all the evil ghosts go like, yes, Mom. And like just boop, 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 boop. There you go, go ahead.
Maybe she wanted to be a part of the Ghostbuster movie, but they said no. And she's like, fine, I'm going to write my own movie, but due to copyright, we're going to do something else. Let's go with Winchester. So she wrote it.
Did you also love how the Winchester card, like the title card, had just a gigantic, the copyright listing at the bottom, too? As clearly made, and written by some bullshit philosophy student to sell more tickets to go look at the goddamn Winchester mansion.
Yeah, this was a bizarre piece of shit.
It was a piece of shit. I mean, granted, this probably won't even be on my top 10 list by the time the year is over, if I'm just guessing it right now.
What keeps it off that list?
10 worst movies. Which I'm just, based on some of the trailers we got here, I'm willing to bet there's gonna be some ones worse than this. On that note, you want to talk about that trailer?
Why don't you just start off by looking right in the camera?
Truth or dare?
Just do dare.
Truth or dare? Oh my God. It's like, what if the Joker's laughing gas made its way into a horror movie? Except that's actually frightening. So, a lot of these trailers we've gotten before, so I'm not going to go over too many of them, but the one I want to talk about first, before we get to any other ones, is one called Truth or Dare, which is a movie with a trailer that brought me so much joy. So much joy, and not in the way the trailer in any way intended. Because the whole thing's about, like, it's a deadly game of truth or dare. You need to play the game or it will kill you. And the way they do it is every time somebody, like, becomes possessed by the game, they get this really, like, not even creepy, just this weird CGI smile thing that just looks like this.
Look like Jack Nicholson as the Joker.
Except that was creepy.
What, Jack Nicholson's Joker?
To an extent, yeah. Mostly because it was Jack Nicholson playing it. You don't like Jack Nicholson Joker?
I liked him
a lot. Okay, I was like, I thought you liked that one. Well, again, that's Jack fucking Nicholson. You really don't have to change a whole lot to get that smile out of Jack Nicholson.
That's true.
But this movie, you can tell it's so badly CGI because they like the extra things and the smudges on the side that looks like somebody just put some black ink and like... and just smeared on the side of their face. And every time it happens, I just started laughing loudly. Yeah, you talk a little about this too, because you were having as much fun as I was.
Well, you pretty much said it all. I mean, every shot that they showed in the trailer was somebody dramatically turning like, truth or dare. I was like, you seriously are stupid for thinking this is going to creep people out. If anything, it's just going to make them hate their friends more during the time when it's going to become a pop culture, favorite within teens, and they're going to be like going after their friends with weird shit like this.
This is
Tide Pods. Challenge accepted.
That comes out this month, doesn't it? Or is that April?
I don't know.
I have to look at the release date because I want to
go.
I want to make time to fucking see that one. That might be this year's Bye Bye Man. It's definitely meme bait. I'll say that because Bye Bye Man was made all kinds of memes when that movie was coming out last year. I think it was like the Pee Pee Poo Poo Man was one.
I've never heard of these. All I remember is the Babadook.
The Babadook is fucking
Pennywise.
Except Babadook's a great film. Although the story of how that turned to me was kind of hilarious. I think I told you about that, didn't I?
What?
Apparently ended up on somene's Netflix suggestion in the LGBT section.
I think I said something like that to you.
I know, because Jasmine told me first on the YouTube comments. That's how I found out first.
Okay.
And then we were talking about the fan fiction between him and Pennywise.
Right.
That's what we were talking about.
Pennywise
Because apparently that's a thing. I'm sure a lot of them.
So hot. No, it's not.
I worry about you. Craig, leave my family alone.
It's the curse of the Winchester.
You must like Babadook Pennywise fan fiction. That's gonna be like 100 years from now. That's gonna be like this modern ghost that came from this era.
Yeah, I kind of wish that what's his name?
What's your Wi-Fi password?
Elon Musk sent that up into space with his Tesla.
What, memes?
Yeah. Let's give this to space because he said it's gonna be up there for billions of years. That'd be great to send it to all the aliens. Or could it be the worst? It depends on how you feel about humanity.
I would send Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas. Y'all need Jesus.
Okay, I choose the Kardashians.
Oh man, that's like, I don't know what's worse than saying Kardashians or Jersey Shore.
Well, they actually kind of grew up, didn't they? Did a little bit. They had children. Well, no, so did the Kardashians, but that's different. They had idiots-ish.
They're all idiots.
I know.
Let's be fair here. So anyway,
now I'm gonna go in a deep discussion in my head.
Like, who are the bigger idiots?
Yeah.
The Kardashians? Well, I guess the Kardashians still have a show, so if you want to go on that ground.
But the people from Jersey Shore decided to leave or stop the show so that they can have real lives.
And they're probably smarter.
But they do have a lot of self-tanning.
You work on your pros and con list. I'm gonna talk about the trailers we haven't already talked about.
Okay.
Have you seen the trailer for Acrimony before?
I know. What is that?
That was the Tyler Perry movie.
No, the one with a lot of rain and sadness.
Yeah, that one, the
God.
blaxploitation film, which is like, okay, I'm always down for a good black exploitation film once a year because they're usually great, or at least not great, but like so bad they're hilarious. Like, look up When the Bow Breaks one of these days. I
think I've seen a trailer for that.
You probably have. We watched it. We laughed our ass off.
Did the bow break?
Among other things. It was so dumb, and I loved it. Oh my god, so dumb. But I'm also a little concerned because it is a Tyler Perry movie, and it's a Tyler Perry production. It's like, oh fuck, and Tyler Perry is a director whose movies usually end up on my top 10 worst list. Between Boo! A Medea Halloween 1 and 2, Single Moms Club, Temptation. I've seen a lot of Tyler Perry's in the 6 years I've been doing this. And it makes me sad every time. So I hope maybe this will be different. I'm not counting on it. The only thing I saw Tyler Perry that I actually liked him in was Gone Girl. But that's because he had no part of the writing or directing. He was just a lawyer that basically was like, you guys are fucking crazy. You ever see Gone Girl? Mm-mm. That was a really good movie. But anyway, so yeah, we got Overboard.
Remind me what that is, because I'm still focused on the Winchester thing.
Anna Faris.
All right, no.
And like, that's another dumb
pass.
comedy for April. Are you sure? It might be
I'm
good.
sick that day. What day is that?
I don't know. I'm going to surprise you. I'm going to
Sick.
we're going to see Winchester 2, and then they're like, yeah, surprise, it's over. We're gonna say,
I'm busy, remember? I gotta wipe my lady dainty butt.
no, honey, use proper language. You gotta say asshole.
Okay.
In this car, we only use proper, improper language.
My asshole.
There you go.
Alright, continue.
And then the last new trailer we got was for Slender Man. Because that's a thing now.
I thought it was gonna be. Is it kind of loosely based off the murders? The trial?
As far as I know, it's based on the games.
Okay.
Which means it's probably gonna suck.
Why couldn't they just keep the mystery there?
Because same reason we have a Winchester movie.
I know, I was answering that too when I was when I was speaking.
Because if there is a cheap opportunity to make a cheap-ass horror movie, Hollywood will exploit it. And that's, yeah. I don't know what to make of that fucking movie. It looks weird. It's like they clearly have like no material to work off of, so they're just throwing in random psychological shit and hoping that will cover for it.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of people who don't play the game decided to make the movie.
Which sounds very much like every video game movie, with like very, very few exceptions.
I just hope they put a tie on him. He didn't look like he had a tie when they showed him. That would piss me off.
I'll give me that kind of purist to this movie.
And like the drums got to increase when he gets closer.
Gonna be purist about this.
Ooh, what about his artwork around the house or the forest?
Maybe you should make a Slender Man movie.
I'd love it.
That'd be fun.
I would be Slenderman myself. Me on stilts.
I was gonna say, you'd be like the shortest Slender Man I've ever seen.
Then I'd be cute and evil.
You're like the mini-me version of Slender Man.
I'd be the one leaving the artwork around, and the tall one's gonna be there like, you leave your art around here, clean up your room. I'm like, hee hee.
Like the Robin to his Batman.
God damn it, you did it again.
Come on, Slimmer Man, we need to go.
Mini-me Slender Man.
I know, Slimmer Man, that's why you like.
Slimmer Man.
Slender Man.
Sure.
Slender Man and Slimmer Man.
Girl.
Slimmer girl. Where's XL Man? XL Man, come forth! It's like one of the boomers from Left 4 Dead. Anyway.
Have you ever played Slenderman?
I think I played a little bit of the first one. Okay. But I ran on a crappy PC, so it didn't really work too well.
You didn't get the free version?
I did get the free version, but again, I had a really crappy PC at the time. So
it's fun to play when you're high.
I believe it.
Or drunk.
I believe that
That's
too.
up there with Operation Stimulator.
I played Outlast.
Oh no! It's fun.
I played Outlast when I was drunk off my ass. You want to talk about a horrifying experience? Remember that game I showed you that I took with me in the asylum with the video camera?
Yeah.
I played that drunk off my ass. With just me and a friend, we were so drunk, and we're like, fuck!
I remember you trying to help me get out some spots, and you were kind of drinking, and you totally
I was
got
not
up many times.
Take like as many as drunk as you've seen me and amplify by like 5.
No.
Yeah, that's how. To the point, I barely remember what I did during that run. But anyway, so wrapping this up so we can both go home. Yeah, you got any final thoughts for? Do you have anything else you want to talk about with Winchester?
Don't see it. It's a bizarre piece of shit.
It is definitely a January movie that somehow missed a January release date.
Only see it if, I'm not sure, because only see it if any of the fundings go straight to the Winchester for restoration.
That'd be fun. I have no clue if it does.
I don't think so, but...
I don't think so. I feel like they would have advertised that more if they did.
Based.
Well, we don't...
saying it.
We don't want to push our luck. Maybe Superquake might cause another massive earthquake in California.
Oh, please no. I hate earthquakes. That's my least favorite thing in the world.
Mine is tornadoes. I'm like, I'm. That's why I've deliberately avoided the Midwest.
I think we just gave credit. We just gave some plots for your writer.
Oh, God, put me in Twister. I've been like, nope! fucking off
But
out of
it's
here.
a good Twister, though.
Does it roar like the one in the actual Twister?
No, it comes with a Cairn Terrier that you like, because it'd be like Wizard of Oz.
No, I've seen those horror movies. That dog would die.
Not if you were there to save it.
Like, no, Whittleson. I don't know. Now I'm thinking of Castaway. Anyway, I gotta get to have tangent. So, I don't know if I'll get to Maze Runner at this point. Unless somebody like really wants me to go see it, I might go see it. But at this point, I might just move on to other things, because that's a 2.5 hour fucking movie, and I only have so much free time in my day. Other than that, next week I gotta see Peter Rabbit and 50 Shades Freed. So me and Sarah will be at 50 Shades Freed.
Bring a black light. Or bring your cucumber and some lube.
No, my cucumber.
A cucumber. You can still,
I'll bring a cantaloupe with a hole.
All right, on that note, good night.
Hey, you opened with cucumber.
I can say it. You can't say shit like that. No.
Sure I can. It's my show. This is my car. I'll see whatever.
I like cantaloupes. Don't define.
And I like cucumbers. So you know what?
There. It's the curse of the Winchester.
Oh God, Greg. Good night, everybody.